Vieira decides, you know what, now that we're kind of getting warmed up, let me go ahead and hit this guy in the back of the knee and see what happens. She is asking you about the Afghanistan hearings in Congress.
You know, in this latest TV ad, sir, you criticize your ad. You criticize Obama for never holding a single Senate hearing on Afghanistan. But according to Senate records, you've missed all 6 hearings on Afghanistan that were held by the Senate Armed Services Committee, on which you served during the last 2 years. So where is your accountability?
Oops.
I've visited Iraq many times. I've had briefings, constant briefings. I have visited Afghanistan. I know the issues extremely well. And I'm not the chairman of a subcommittee that had the direct responsibility. But the fact is, I was right about the surge at the darkest times, when many people said that would kill my ambitions for the presidency. I did it because I believed it was best for America. Senator Obama chose a path which was very wrong and is wrong today. And if we had done what he wanted to do, we would be facing enormous challenges and probably the risk of a much wider war. That's the real difference.
Johnny McCain, I don't know if you're having a senior moment. She asked you about Afghanistan, not Iraq. 80% of his answer was about Iraq. I was right about Iraq and the surge. Hey, dude, over here, Afghanistan. You didn't go to any hearings, and you're criticizing Obama for not going to hearings about Afghanistan, but he went to more than you did. So what's your answer? What was that? Oh, yeah, no answer. That's right. Just talk about Iraq and the surge again. As I look at these clips, I'm thinking, if an average American is watching TV and they haven't already turned away because this is, you know, not the most scintillating thing that's going on, he looks like, you know, kind of an irrelevant old dude, just sitting there talking about the past and how I was right when you whippersnappers were talking about Iraq. I was talking about Iraq even earlier. I was right about everything. No, but okay, but concentrate. We're talking about Afghanistan now, all right? Now, Vieira did a good job challenging him there. She's going to challenge him now on a different question, the economy. I'd be surprised if he didn't answer about Iraq again. But let's check it out.
You know, you said in a time of war, a commander-in-chief's job doesn't get a learning curve, but we're facing a crisis here domestically that a lot of people consider more significant in their lives right now than the war, and that is the economic crisis. You have admitted that your economic policy is a weakness for you, so do you deserve a learning curve to get up to speed?
Oops.
Actually, I have far more experience on the economy than Senator Obama. I'm very strong on the economy. I was chairman of the Senate Commerce Committee, Science and Transportation, which addresses all these issues. I have a concrete economic plan to fix the problems in America.
But look at the man who has established that plan for you, Bill Graham, who recently called this a mental recession.
Nuclear power and hydrogen, hybrid fuels, all kinds of nuclear power. I have plans for all of those, and I'm confident we can succeed. Americans working together on a mission to fix our economy, keep them in their homes, become energy independent, and I have a strong plan of action and a strong background on the economy to address these issues.
Wow, this is so unconvincing, man. Who listens to this interview and thinks, oh, McCain's got the economy figured out? I was on a subcommittee once, and I don't know, we were talking about OxyContin or oxygen or something. He's whispering almost. He sounds so, like he has no confidence. Dude, be a Republican. What's the hell? You stand up and be like, what are you talking about? I invented the economy. Democrats are losers. I spit on them, and they don't know a thing about the economy. That's what Republicans do. You're getting clowned out there, man. Step out of it. I don't know if this was too early in the morning for him. Wakey, wakey. Let's go. Vieira's kicking the living crap out of you. All right, one more. She's going to come at you with Phil Gramm. Let's see if you get better at that.
But, Senator, I can bring up Phil Gramm again. That was your key economic advisor and the framer of your policy until he called what's happening here a mental recession and that we are a nation of whiners. He has since stepped down, removed himself from your campaign. But do voters have a right to question your judgment because you said he was the strongest person you knew on economic issues? Should they be worried about your ability to lead us out of a recession?
Actually, he was one of a number of advisors that I have that I value their views and their opinions, and I have a very strong plan of action for our economy. I think most Americans agree with it, including offshore drilling, which Senator Obama opposes, including nuclear power, which Senator Obama opposes. I have a strong keep taxes low. We have a very strong economic policy. We're talking about it in town hall meetings all over America, and I've invited Senator Obama to come to these town hall meetings with me, and that way people can compare us on these issues that are so important to the future and economy and the future of this nation. And I'm proud to have a broad array, including 300 economists and 5 Nobel Prize winners that say my economic plan is very good.
This is so unconvincing. And stop mumbling, dude. Nobody's understanding what you're saying. I don't think people are going to make it out to the polls for John McCain because his supporters are going to be asleep. They're going to listen to his stump speech on the day of the election, and they're going to miss the election. And his points, of course, the substance of the points are disastrous. No, you didn't disavow Phil Gramm at all. She asked you about Phil Gramm, and he's your top economic advisor. Oh, he's one of my many advisors. No, he was your top economic advisor. And you said you learned from Phil Gramm about the economy. That's really bad, right? And you didn't have an answer for that. And then he just mumbled on.